Police chiefs from across the world are gathering in Istanbul this week because Interpol is electing its new leadership there. Representatives from China and the United Arab Emirates are bidding for top posts this week, but human rights groups say that the organisation could then end up under the sway of authoritarian governments. To discuss all of this, our Turkey correspondent Jasper Mortimer is on the line now. And Jasper, first of all, the elections for the Interpol presidency are taking place on Thursday. Who are the leading candidates for that?
There are two candidates, and they're both already members of the 13-person executive committee of Interpol. The one comes from the United Arab Emirates. He's Ahmed Nasser al-Raisi. He's an inspector general in the Interior Ministry in the UAE, and he says his aim is to modernize Interpol. However, human rights groups have accused him of torture and arbitrary detention in his home country, and criminal complaints have been filed against him in 5 countries abroad, including France. The second candidate who is running is Shaka Havrankova, a colonel in the Czech police. She says her aim is to ensure greater transparency in Interpol. And she's well aware of the accusations made against her rival and the accusations that Interpol has been accused of political abuse. And she's made it clear that she's against the political use of Interpol. A third candidate, who's not a candidate for the presidency, but just to get a position on the 13-member executive committee, is Hu Binshen. And he comes from China's Ministry of Public Security. And again, people fear that this is a Beijing plot to use Interpol to get at Chinese political dissidents.
Are those who are concerned right that the presidency here could be overtly influenced by whoever it is that ends up with those top jobs?
Well, certainly there is a strong suspicion. And Freedom House claims that 40% of Interpol's red notices, the notices which oblige a country to arrest a person if that person enters its territory, 40% of its red notices come from Russia. Now, it's unlikely that 40% of the world's criminals are Russian. What Freedom House is getting at there is that Russia appears to be abusing the red notice system to get at its political enemies. And this is a very big concern. Interpol boasts that it has rejected hundreds of applications for red notices. It said it's rejected 700 applications for red notices to be declared against certain individuals from Turkey, because it feels that Turkey is trying to use the red notice system to get at its political dissidents. However, this concern is there. It must be pointed out that a day-to-day running of Interpol is not by the executive committee, which only meets 3 times a year. It is in the hands of the Secretary General, who is a German police officer, Jürgen Stock.
Jasper Mortimer for us there, live in Ankara. Thanks very much indeed for breaking that down for us. As we said, that vote for the presidency is on Thursday, so more news coming up then.